the champions of the National Football League for the 4th time.
We're looking forward to even bigger and better things.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, one for the thumb.
By Holmes, 6 Super Bowls.
Unbelievable. We're bringing this sucker home. Your Super Bowl champion.
14-point underdog. Unbelievable. Wow. The Patriots are world champions again. Back to back. 3 out of 4. The greatest comeback led by the greatest quarterback. Six-time world champion. And there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Two teams synonymous with winning, a couple of future Hall of Fame QBs continuing to fight Father Time, and one picture-perfect evening to kick off Sunday Night Football. Now, right at this moment, the Steelers are the only franchise to start a season by celebrating its 6th Super Bowl title. But that's all going to change in just about a half hour when the Pats will unveil a 6th banner of their own. Now, we can't tell you too much about the ceremony other than that Ben Roethlisberger plans to watch it. He wants to use it as fuel. Another motivating factor, perhaps, it's that the Steelers have never beaten Tom Brady in Foxborough. And Brady is where we begin on Field, presented by Hyundai. For Brady, it's his 20th season, and he says at this point what motivates him, well, the details. Like the chess match between offense and defense. And at age 42, Brady is still the game's grandmaster. So, Mike, imagine, if you will, how dangerous he'll be with Antonio Brown, Josh Gordon, and, of course, Julian Edelman.
Who, when last seen, Liam, was the Super Bowl MVP, 10 catches, 141 yards. They thought with Gordon, Edelman's role would continue to be where it was. Now add him to the 2 receivers and a 3-receiver set, and that's a wow. So Pittsburgh has to stop him tonight. Got a rookie on defense to try to help do it.
Yeah, they got a rookie, Devin Bush. They made a big move in the NFL draft going from 20 to 10 to get this guy. Why? Because they know they needed a middle linebacker to replace Ryan Shazier. Watch out for this guy tonight, guys. He's got a nose for the football. He is extremely explosive in the middle of that defense.
And on offense for the Steelers, Juju Smith-Schuster will be the focal point now. It's going to be different for him. He had a great year, but that was with Antonio Brown last year, drawing all the double coverage. Juju is going to have to be double coverage this year.
For me, I'm looking at Stephon Gilmore. He's their best cornerback. They won't match him up early in the game on Juju. They're going to play a lot of man-to-man coverage, get up at the line of scrimmage, jam those guys, and try to take away those quick throws.
Some of the stars you're seeing 18.5 minutes on Sunday Night Football. Back to the highlights of the team that is also in the conversation in the AFC. Runner-up in the conference last year, Kansas City, in the Jacksonville Heat, sweltering day. Yeah, didn't slow down the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 3rd play of the season. Sammy Watkins, 68 yards.
Gotta love what they're doing with Sammy Watkins. They put him in the slot. They're moving him around. He's not just a deep threat anymore.
Mahomes threw for 211 in the first quarter. They picked up right where they left off offensively. Of course, Nick Foles is there now. Here to DJ Chark, 35-yard touchdown. Chark played well, but the story on this play is the big hit. Chris Jones, body weight on the quarterback. That was a penalty, and maybe should have been a penalty. Nick Foles, broken left clavicle. More details on that in a minute. The rookie Gardner Minshew came in and played well, but couldn't stop the Chiefs. They were stopped by Tyreek Hill. Here he gets hurt as he suffers a shoulder injury on the play. He's going to be out a couple of weeks. No surgery needed. That's the guy they just signed to an extension. Later in the drive, here's Mahomes and Watkins again.
And this is what Rodney was talking about. Different things. Slot, crossing route, and go. Something you don't see finding a weak spot in that Jacksonville zone.
Mike, he's playing a lot faster, too.
Looked like that 4th overall pick today, didn't he? 198 receiving yards. Chiefs up 17. Mahomes and Watkins one more time. 3rd connection of the day.
Yeah, and this is just a fake slant and out, double move. Sammy Watkins played great today.
Beat Jalen Ramsey, too.
40-26, and Jacksonville has some injury questions to deal with going forward. It is Freddie Kitchens' debut. The Browns taking on the Titans. A lot of buildup around this team. The first drive, man, it looked like they were Super Bowl bound. Baker Mayfield, Rashard Higgins.
Yeah, and you see the accuracy, the arm strength, and they were hot on this first drive.
Dontrell Hilliard bangs it in and missed the extra point. Things went south from there. Discipline was an issue, Tony, today. The Browns had 18 penalties, their most since 1951.
Yeah, and I saw this a little bit when I watched them practice against the Colts. You saw some of these things. It didn't get straightened out, and they had it here.
They kept this drive going for Tennessee. Derrick Henry plows in from a yard. Tennessee.
They blocked the man.
And taking advantage. Delaney Walker, good to have him back for Tennessee. They were impressive. Baker Mayfield and company lose, and they're ready to face the music.
Because everybody's going to throw us in the trash. I think that's good. I know what type of men we have in this locker room, and quite frankly, I don't really give a damn what happens on the outside. I know how we're going to react. I know what we're going to do, how we're going to bounce back, and we got a Monday night game coming up, so we don't really care.
Circle this game. This is just another game.
It's going to give them opportunities. Byard explained to me the defensive coordinator, Dean Pease, put every coverage in the...
Crown them if you want to crown them. You still got to play football.
Yeah, I spoke to safety Kevin Byard after the game, Chris. He said that the defense thought Baker Mayfield was a gunslinger. He is a gunslinger, and they knew it was going to give them opportunities. Byard explained to me the defensive coordinator, Dean Pease, put every coverage in the books out on the field. They ended up with 3 interceptions, and Byard told me they could have had 5. What did you see?
Yeah, well, it was a sloppy day by Baker Mayfield. I think the first thing we got to talk about is the offensive line play. That's where it really went wrong for the Cleveland offense. They could not pass protect. One of the biggest questions about this Browns team going into this season, Baker Mayfield was under duress. Here he's going to get a safety where it looks like he comes up a little bit feeling his arm, Mike. And from this point on, too, there was some very errant throws. I don't know how much it played a factor into it, but I don't see Baker Mayfield throw a lot of wobblers like I just see right there. And that is a good 5 feet behind Odell Beckham Jr. Just a bad day by Baker Mayfield, but we know with those comments there, he's a great leader. They'll get this thing straight.
You spotted that arm injury. He ended up in the X-ray room. The team says X-rays were negative. The news wasn't as good for Jaguars quarterback Nick Foles. Broken collarbone, surgery tomorrow. Out indefinitely, guys.
He had that injury in 2014, if you remember. Just tough blow for Jacksonville. Dallas and the Giants, always a week 1 staple. And a big one in Big D. And here we go with Zeke, 6 years, $90 million, and ready to roll. Giants up early, then Dak Prescott. Let's see how Zeke is in shape, guys.
Yeah, and it's the screen passing game as well as the running game. They wanted him to touch the ball quite a bit. Yes, feed me.
Prescott wasn't good. He was fabulous. Blake Jarwin, the tight end here.
But this is the Zeke Elliott factor, too. Little play action, holds the linebackers, and they get behind them.
Dak, 25 of 32, threw for 405 yards and 4 scores, including, look who's back out of the booth, Jason Witten.
He might be a little older and a little slower, but he can still play, and he's heading to the Hall of Fame, so you have to defend him.
First touchdown since December of 2017, and Prescott stays hot. Amari Cooper had 6 for 106 and a 21-yard score. 21-7. Dallas, as a matter of fact, scored a touchdown on 5 consecutive drives. They had Randall Cobb to the mix, too. A lot of options for this offense. Kellen Moore, the new offensive coordinator, dialing them up. Late in the third, the onslaught continues with Elliott. 13 carries, 53 yards, 35-10. Jerry Glad, he got everything settled. Dallas beats the Giants for the 5th consecutive time. Saquon Barkley did have 120 yards in the loss. The Giants are not on their way to a good season, it would appear. But Dallas has the feel of every piece that they would need.
A lot of elements in place, and when they have that running threat, they're awfully tough to defend.
To me, in the passing game, Michael Gallup, he was huge for him, made a lot of big plays for him.
I think a lot of options. Big credit to Kellen Moore. There's a lot of talent and a terrific offensive line.
He did a terrific job, Mike. Wasn't predictable.
O-line, too. Kansas City, Dallas, the only teams not to give up a sack in week 1 to this point. Julian Edelman and the Patriots ready to get going against Juju Smith-Schuster and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The receiver who's the #1 guy with the Patriots trying to take him away a little bit. Big Ben will try to get the ball to him. Big names, big stars, none bigger than Tom Brady. After a 6th banner is unveiled, it's the 42-year-old Brady against the Steelers on Sunday Night Football, 12 minutes away.
It doesn't matter where they came from or how you met them. Some you've known your entire life. Others just feel like it. They come in small groups or by the thousands. But we call them all family. And everything's just better.
Surface. Little Caesars Hot and Ready Quattro Pizza is not one, not two, not three, but 4 tasty pizzas in one. You get a large pizza with 2 slices each of pepperoni, cheese, Italian sausage, and pepperoni, plus Italian sausage and bruschetta, all topped with a sprinkle of garlic and herb seasoning. Try Little Caesars Hot and Ready Quattro Pizza for just $7 tonight. Try our convenient app and Pizza Portal pickup.
Pizza. Geico makes it easy to get help when I need it. With licensed agents available 24/7, it's not just easy. It's having Jerome Bettis on your flag football team easy. Go get him, Bus!
Ooh. Come on, Bus. Come on. Hey, wait. I got the flag. I got your flag, man. I got your flag.
It's Geico Easy, with licensed agents available 24/7.
49-0.
Whether your house fits 6 or 60,000, you want to do it right. All season long. Lowe's does it right, too, with hard-working brands like Valspar, Craftsman, and Scotts. This is our house, and no matter who you root for, let's get to it.
Now take this Craftsman gas blower for just $99. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's.
We're pretty different.
We're all unique in our own ways.
Somos muy diferentes.
Muy diferente. Verizon knows everyone in your family is different.
There are so many of us doing so many different things.
That's why Verizon lets everyone mix and match different unlimited plans.
Rash is the gamer.
So everyone gets what they need without paying for things they don't.
The plan is so reasonable, they could stay on for the rest of their lives.
Did you get that on camera?
New plans start at just $35. Our lowest price ever. Now with a free phone when you switch. The network more people rely on gives you more.
A new Ninja Warrior will be crowned! Fight through it!
This is what I trained for.
It's my moment. The best group of ninjas we've ever had. Hit that buzzer! He's got it!
American Ninja Warrior, Monday on NBC.
Back up the tunnel in Foxborough. Next time Tom Brady comes down, they'll unveil the championship banner, number 6 in terms of Super Bowls. Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers organization has 6. Brady and Ben coming up Sunday Night Football. This is a game still going on. Lions and Cardinals, they're in overtime. Lions dominated early, but then things started to go south for them. Matthew Stafford's touchdown pass to the first-round draft pick, T.J. Hockenson, made it 24-6 after the extra point. Hockenson's over 100 yards today, but Kyler Murray, the number 1 overall pick, bounces back after 3 field goal drives in the first half. Struggle. David Johnson for 27 yards within 8. Then Larry Fitz gets going, continuing to tighten the game up after the Lions made a key mistake here. Here's what happens on this play. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. The Lions with a penalty there and then a partially blocked kick. That's what gave the Cardinals the chance to get back in this game with 2.5 to go. And that's where Murray, who Tony settled back in the second half, 17 of 23 in the fourth quarter in overtime.
This is what I loved. As you said, struggled in the first half. We're all sitting there saying, oh, well, this is not college. Don't worry about the Heisman Trophy. But he hung in, and he got them going in the fourth quarter.
And here is Murray to Fitzgerald to make it a 2-point game. Cards go for 2, and Murray would get that again using his ability to get out of the pocket, keep it alive. Christian Kirk ties the game at 24. Cardinals go down the field in the first possession of overtime. Big pass to Fitzgerald, set up a field goal. Lions now driving 3rd and 7. They are down 3. That game is on Fox currently. Let's get you to the best of Week 1, brought to you by Verizon. With 5G, powerful enough for the NFL. Imagine what it can do for you. So here is the best of Week 1. And we start with the Bills and the Jets in Le'Veon Bell's debut. 92 total yards, this touchdown. But Buffalo comes back. It was 16-0 in the third quarter. Josh Allen leads 17 unanswered. This touchdown to John Brown.
I love Josh Allen. He stays in the pocket, throws the ball down the field. He's so accurate down the field.
Buffalo starts their season with a big comeback win. Cleveland, a big loss. Impressive for Tennessee's defense in the second half.
Yes, and Cleveland had done a lot early on, but in the second half, they shut Baker Mayfield down.
43-13. Did not see that coming. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs picking up right where they left off. Sammy Watkins, 3 touchdowns today.